Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the opportunity to speak and update the local board on what the Manurewa Youth Council has been up to. Thank you also, councillors and local board members, for your time. It is a privilege to be here with Akanesi, the deputy, acting chair of the Manurewa Youth Council at present, other than here, as I'm having 2 months off to work on my law honours research paper to get that completed and hopefully get a good grade. Name suppression, actually, and freedom of speech. So, yeah. Oh, would you like me to? It's currently suppressed. So, a few things I'd like to update you on is, firstly, the status of the Manurewa Youth Council as a charitable trust. Secondly, the next forum on the 21st of July. The third thing is working towards creating a selection panel for the Youth Council. And lastly, regarding the Youth Advisory Panel member, which is item number 17 on the agenda. So firstly, early last week we received approval from the Companies Office that we are now a charitable trust. It gives us the ability to apply for money by ourselves and the ability to make payments to us. I'll be updating you all with our charitable trust number so that you can all make donations and get your tax back very soon. But I'll let you know that soon. I'll put out a press release maybe. I'd like to thank Jono, who's here, and Akanesi for the work that they especially put into that to make that happen behind the scenes. It's really a great step forward for us. The next thing is I'd like to have Akanesi talk about the next forum, which we're planning on the 21st of July, in which she's working with Jeff and the team on for that one.
Okay, so yeah, so Jeff is the forum lead, Jeff and Ashley is the forum lead for forums that we've been having, and we had one in May. Our next one is July 21st. It's at Te Matariki Centre out in Clendon from 12 to 3, so you guys are all invited. The last forum we mainly had discussions really about where they want to see Manurewa in the next 10 years. We've pretty much got all the information from there, so now is pretty much having workshops and working towards little projects that our next youth council can set up, because we're going towards December, so the information that we got from the last forum pretty much helped us see what we wanted to support really from all the things that's been happening, like the alcohol thing that came out. We got all that information from the forum, so that's what we supported, and we put out a press release on it, which I'm sure you've probably read. So our next forum is obviously creating little projects based on the last forum for our next youth council to set up, really. And it also gives them a chance to have projects already in hand and ready for them to run with as well. So yeah, that's the forum.
And on that note, Akanesi mentioned setting up a selection panel for the next term or the next youth council year. So currently we've been discussing just some broad parameters for that. So we've decided we're going to set up a selection panel. So we'll be putting notifications out into the community, calling for nominations for the next youth council, and from that we will set up a selection panel, which will then choose which members best fit within, will best be able to advance the vision and objectives of the Manurewa Youth Council going forward for the following year. They will then meet and decide upon new roles and responsibilities within that team. And we envisage that process will take place sometime around September, October. But over the next few weeks we'll be just nutting down the nuts and bolts. The team will be doing that in the next few weeks to get that sorted. Just before I talk about the Youth Advisory Panel member that we are putting forward, I'd just like to take this opportunity, Akanesi and I would just like to take this opportunity to thank the board for the support of Rotorua over the past number of months while we've been setting ourselves up. Since August, she's been a key part of setting up the Manurewa Youth Council in terms of getting young people from around the community together and supporting us as we've gone forward, especially with our forums and that. And did you want to say something as well?
Yeah, she's been a lot of help to us all, really. Rotorua's actually been there not only from August, but I think from back in May and before that as well with the Legacy Youth Council as well. So yeah, we pretty much want to say thank you for all the support. We also want to say thank you, Rotorua, for everything that you've done for us as well. So, yeah. Also, I'd like to just put out a question of when our next council will come on board to help us out, because we do have projects that and questions that we have for them as well regarding some processes that we're starting to think about. So yeah, but we'll ask that after.
We'll leave that question. I'll just talk about the youth advisory panel first.
Yeah.
So as outlined on item 17 of the agenda tonight, the Manurewa Local Board has been asked to nominate one young person in the area to be put forward to the Mayor's Youth Advisory Panel. Firstly, I'd like to thank the Local Board for delegating the opportunity to us to put a nomination and alternative nominations forward. We have met and decided upon nominating Flora Apulu, who's in the audience, and as for the role, and Akanesi Ngata as the alternate. We believe these nominations present a formidable team going forward to represent Manurewa on the Youth Advisory Panel. Both Flora and Akanesi have vast experience in engaging with young people. Both were part of the previous Manurewa Youth Council and were key parts to starting the Manurewa Youth Council. I put out a press release announcing this decision last week. In it, I emphasised my aspirations for the Mayor's Youth Advisory Panel. As the Manurewa Youth Council has been focused on results which create positive outcomes for young people in Manurewa, we will be holding the Mayor's Youth Advisory Panel to achieve results for Manurewa people across the region. We will be expecting project-orientated leadership, we will be expecting transparency, and we will be expecting results from this new panel, just as we have achieved results in Manurewa. We'll be watching closely to ensure that the panel is focused on results, not talk fests, on policy, not self-promotion, and we believe in youth and grassroots youth engagement, and that starts with empowering young people to have a voice at their local board level first. Again, I'd like to thank the local board for the opportunity to be part of selecting a member for the Youth Advisory Panel and have confidence in these nominees we're putting forward and believe they'll play a strong part in representing the aspirations of young people in Manurewa and ensuring a grassroots connection between the Youth Advisory Panel and young people in Manurewa. And then on that note, thank you very much.
Well, do you want to say anything?
Okay, through you, Mr. Chair, I would just like to thank the Manurewa Local Board also for this opportunity of letting Manurewa Youth Council select the nominee. I look forward to working with you all, but also look forward to working especially with Manurewa Youth Council to be kind of a bridge between the Youth of Manurewa Local Board and the regional level. So, thank you for the opportunity.